Boost v3 has been leaked for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Today I'm showing you everything about that. So as you can see over here in my downloads, I've already got the Boost v3 crack, or well, it's not as much a crack as it is a leak. I'll be explaining a little more about this in a few seconds, but first off, I've got Fade Injector over here. I've got Minecraft Bedrock 1.21.92. This works for 90 to 94. Of course, 94 is the recommended version, but I had 92 installed. We can simply select Boost right over here. I'm using Fade Injector, link in the description, probably the best injector. And as I said, Boost runs on 94, which is not the latest version, but it is one of the later ones, so it doesn't matter that much. If you don't know how to use older Minecraft Bedrock versions, I'll link a tutorial for that in the description below as well. So you might be wondering, why is this such a big deal? Well, Boost v3 was a paid client for Minecraft Bedrock, and a pretty good one at that. Opening up the Click UI by pressing on the Insert button over here. Wow, this client has a bunch of fantastic utilities. By the way, if you want to download this leak, it's been posted in so many different Discord servers already, but I'll also post it in mine. The link to that is going to be right in the description. Here's my server. You'll find it in the Boost channel under the Bedrock category. Anyways, as I said, Boost was an incredibly good client, and part of the reason for that is that, well, paid clients can just afford to receive more attention. It has stuff like TP mine, which that's crazy, which makes it even more wild that the source code has actually been leaked. As you can see, I've also got the source code over here in my downloads, and I'll get back to that in a few seconds as well. But of course, these source codes are incredibly valuable because the utilities like AutoMine and such are actually, or TP mine, are actually kind of rare. They're not found in a lot of clients, and this source code now being public is actually going to ensure that maybe this feature becomes more widely available. Although now, obviously, everyone has it. Anyways, is this the end of Boost? No, definitely not. They're actually working on Boost v4 next, which is once again going to be paid, but until then we can all enjoy Boost v3, and I'll probably make a video once Boost v4 comes out, so subscribe for that. Also, let me show you some quick Boost gameplays to get a little bit of an idea what I'm talking about. Alright, so back to the source codes. For the ones of you who want this, I will definitely also link it in my Discord server. Alright, so let's actually go ahead and open this up real quick. I do actually have a build tutorial for sources like these, and I'll link that down in the description below. Anyways, this is also buildable. We could build it right now. Oh my god, what is this SLN file? Now, first you might see this, and 3,704 errors. But fear not. Alright, so who is ready for some coding lessons with It's Me 64? That's right, I bet you guys all are. So we're in some kind of a file called client.cpp. No idea what that is, no idea what any of this means. Anyways, I'm just going to randomly scroll down until I find something interesting. And actually, we have this bool, whatever the hell a bool is, man. This is all unimportant stuff. Basically, this function or method or whatever the hell it is looks horribly complicated. And so I'm going to do this funny thing where I literally delete the contents. And so now we are just returning access granted, whatever that is, but I can't help but notice we haven't actually assigned a value to it, so I'll just set that to be true. And now we've done a cool thing called breaking the authentication and giving everyone access to Boost v3. Of course, this is already being done for you, but this is fantastic. Actually, I don't trust enough in my coding skills, so let me go here and ask ChatGPT if I did it correctly. Low key, I did not think he would reply to this shit. Okay, so this line, return access granted, is equal to true. This is all like this. The cyclomatic complexity of this is a little too high for me, to be honest. But it'll always return true. Well, If that isn't exactly what we wanted. Guys, remember to give this tutorial a 10-star rating on codecademy.org. Coding Teacher of the Year, Computer Scientists #1 right here for you guys. If you appreciate this additional knowledge that I have given you on this beautiful day, then make sure to subscribe and like the video for that. But for right now, thank you ever so much for watching, and I do, of course, hope to see you all again in the next one. Bye-bye.